Meus amigos, hoje teremos State of Play com novidades do mais superestimado jogo de PlayStation na vida, que é The Last of Us. Pra mim é um jogo normal, não vejo toda essa maravilhosidade aí que falam, nossa, jogo divino de todos os tempos. Pra mim é um jogo ok, um jogo normal. Eu sou muito mais fã de, como eu sou fã de RPG, pra mim The Last of Us é um jogo legal, que tem uma história bacana, mas não é nada demais. É tipo, enfim, para mim, tipo, não existe pra mim uma comparação em nível de gostar, se eu fosse comparar um Final Fantasy com The Last of Us. Pra mim, eu sei que são jogos completamente diferentes, mas eu digo em nível de gostar de alguma coisa. Eu gosto muito mais de um Final Fantasy, por exemplo, do que de um The Last of Us. E hoje vamos ter a State of Play do The Last of Us Parte 2. Vamos ver como é que vai estar aí. Acredito que vai ser basicamente a mesma coisa, com algumas novidades ali, talvez nas mecânicas do jogo, com um gráfico mais bonito e a continuação da história. Deve ser basicamente isso. Mas vamos acompanhar aí a State of Play. Vamos ver quando começar. Bom, vai começar aí. Vamos ver o que vai ter de divertido nesta maravilhosa apresentação. Podia mostrar o Play 5, hein? Mostra logo, Sony. Demorou já pra mostrar, né? Mostra logo esse videogame, caramba. Tudo branco. 17 mais, hein? Esse é maduro mesmo. Esse é o bicho mesmo. State of
I
Play.
know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Eu não tive Play 3, né? Joguei no Play 4 esse jogo. Achei ele normal, viu, pessoal? Nossa, puta que pariu. É o jogo do século, The Last of Us, jogo do século. Pra mim, God of War é muito melhor.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
Tá brava, bicha, tá brava, bicha.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
Colocaram o carinha do. Colocaram o Gwen, né? Gwen, eu esqueci o nome dele. Gwen. Do Walking
I
Dead.
have to finish it.
Morreu e reviveu aí.
There's a cost.
Colocaram Ivete ali, maldade, sangue coberto, meu Deus do céu.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Porra, bicho. Tá bruto. Tá bruto não, pra mim. Tá bruto não.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before.
Opa, então vamos ver.
Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Ai, ai.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They
O
were
cachorro
actually
latindo
gonna
de
make
fundo
it
pra dar
sure.
aquela emoção durante o vídeo.
The only catch,
Meu Deus, ele late demais.
it would kill her.
É o dia inteiro latindo, é um inferno.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of
Vai
survivors.
ser basicamente
With the
continuação da
threats of the
história.
world kept outside the town's walls,
Gameplayzinho ali,
Jackson has been able to
adicionalzinho
find
ali.
relative peace and
Nada
even
de
stability.
demais.
Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Tá com 19 anos.
Scale of 1
app.
to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Que lindo.
However,
Eu vou
this
chorar.
peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event.
Não estou dizendo que não vou jogar, porque eu joguei o primeiro.
Ellie
achei
sets off
legal,
back
mas
into the
como eu
treacherous
falei,
outside world in search of retribution
é um
and
jogo
justice.
normal, nada demais. É um jogo com muitas
Her journey
coisas.
will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and
Foi comentado
unprecedented
que a
scale
exploração
with the latest
desse jogo vai ser
iteration of the
muito
Naughty
maior
Dog
que o
engine.
outro, né? Vai chegar em momentos até
Our
que
goal
você
was
pode
to make these
acabar
environments
deixando
not
um
only
pouco de lado.
beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible.
Mas eu não acho legal essas apresentações
Much of the story
muito
unfolds in what
focadas
remains
assim.
of Seattle, a
Porque a pessoa
massive
tem que saber
former
do jogo que não vai
quarantine zone.
jogar. Eles ficam lá
Its
enrolando,
locales are incredibly
enrolando.
diverse,
Mostra um gameplay.
spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather.
Será que vai
And
ter o
with
Jorge?
Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale
Ela
vertical
pula, hein?
terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Ó, fazer aquele
These
base
more
jump.
open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these
A Épona.
expansive
Tem a
terrains.
Épona. Agora acho
Some
que é
streets are so flooded that a
Ah,
boat
não
is
tem uma
required
Épona.
to navigate them.
o Barquite.
However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
Ai. Ai.
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces.
Grupo de pessoas malignas.
Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Pegaram japa.
But
Meu
beyond
Deus.
this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
Olha os fungos lá da da formiga, né? Meu Deus do céu.
They are the recently
Que bicho
infected
feio.
runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game.
Cadê o Nemesis? Cadê o Nemesis?
The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility
Ai.
and brutal violence.
Deixa eu morder não, filho.
The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Corre daí. Tá tudo preto.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
O Rex ali. Corre.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
You think this guy's connected to the
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
They could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown.
Ai, na nuca,
Use tall
hein?
grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage.
Cadê as opções de
If you
MacGyver?
absolutely
Pegar
have to fight your way out,
fazer uma
there are a
C4.
variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to
Vai fazer uma
counterattack.
ninja. Daqui a pouco
You
ela
can
usa
use
força
throwable
aí no
items
jogo.
or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
Ai, minha cabeça.
Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Ó, ela veio lá da Rua do Salgado.
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
A cada assim você só vê no Barra do Salgado só. Ei. Ah, o banheiro morreu. Ah, que dor, né? É um Raptor? Cara.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left. Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
Toda high-tech.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Posso fazer sabre de luz? Pra fatiar os caras? Não é possível? Poderia pegar um sabre? Isso é legal. Ai.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
Os Vagalume, né? Era o nome da facção, né? Não
As
lembro
we've
agora.
said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th.
Polêmicas.
Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Cena estendida, que nunca foi mostrada antes. Opa, tá sombrio. Vai pegar um jacaré? Tô achando. Vai levar o GOT esse ano? Eu sinceramente tô torcendo pro Final Fantasy VII, obviamente. Ah, né?
Did you find her yet?
As montanhas não serão movidas pelas massas? Não sei.
Isaac's not happy about it.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
Meu cachorro bate assim, dá pra quebrar essa imersão que não é necessária. Ó. Totalmente anim... Ah, tava de fone de ouvido, malandro esse
Don't
jogo.
make a fucking sound. Hands up. Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Opa. É, deu muito certo isso aí. Uma arma. Tinha uma arma ali, né? Não pegou a arma.
So it's away. The word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
Ó, é um ninja.
All right, calm down.
Charlotte!
Ui.
Eyes are inside! Sticky tape from that way!
Fan out. Check
Essa aqui estilo de gameplay você tem lá no primeiro jogo, né? Só que óbvio tá bem mais bonita, novos sistemas, pipipipopó. Cenário mais aberto.
Just like that.
Ai, minha cabeça. Socorro, que dor. Isso deve dar uma dor de cabeça.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now, crook! Asshole! I found her!
Damn it! Find another way off!
É, meu. O negócio é. Olha as baratinhas, as baratitas.
That you, Nora?
Longa, hein? Extenso esse. Pra mostrar o jogo inteiro, só vou lá fazer pipoca pra, né, acompanhar. Já tá bom, já corta isso aí, pô. Tá bom, já mostrou, já sabemos que é a mesma coisa.
Here.
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Tem que abrir devagar, devagarinho. Senão a inteligência artificial vai te descobrir, obviamente.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Quietinho.
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Aê! Nossa, totalmente inovador. Estou assim assustado. Meu Deus, as lágrimas vão desabar. O jogo é legal, não tô brincando só. O jogo é bacana. Vou jogar, obviamente. Joguei o primeiro, vou jogar isso aí, mas. É aquilo, normal. Desta. E aí, alguma coisa nova aí? Acabou. Tudo preto. Play 5. Vem. Acabou. Essa foi a State of Play aí do The Last of Us Parte 2. Pra mim, jogo normal, jogo ok, jogo legal. Jogo legal. Morreu. Vamos ver quando sair. Acho que no final do mês, talvez, muito provavelmente eu tentar pegar esse jogo aí pra jogar, sabe, trazer uma série aqui. Não se esqueça de se inscrever no canal, não se esqueça de deixar o like e compartilhar com seus amigos. Ajude esse canal a se tornar um panda maior, que ele ainda é apenas um bebê panda. Me ajude a fazer a pandudama. Até a próxima. Fui!